Greetings, Wrestle Buddies, and welcome to the first episode of the WrestleBuddy Smackdown Recap. Here for a season premiere on a season premiere, as it were. My name is Nick The Geek. I will be your host for the foreseeable future, and let's just get straight into it. So, SmackDown started with the opening segment of Roman Reigns coming to the ring. Sorry, no, it didn't. I'll say first show, and I'm still making mistakes. SmackDown started with Triple H coming out to the ring, which was a nice surprise to welcome everyone to the season premiere of SmackDown. That's pretty much all he did, and then he just let the show progress from there on and didn't take up too much time. But it was still nice to see him, though. We then had Roman Reigns and the Bloodline come to the ring, which took about 7 minutes, as it usually does. It took so long, they managed to run a promo for Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul in between, for coming up in Saudi Arabia, in between Roman's entrance and the actual feed starting. Just as it starts, the Bloodline get to the ring. Roman goes to do his whole acknowledge me stick, and they are interrupted by Logan Paul. Roman invites Logan into the ring. Roman's a bit wary about it, but he comes into the ring anyway. Roman then hands Paul Heyman the mic. Paul Heyman chews Logan Paul an absolute new one, calls him a nobody, says he's just another celebrity who's here to fill the gaps. Logan then comes back with a very strange retort, asking why is the tribal chief not the tribal chief, and maybe Jey Uso is the tribal chief, which I thought was very strange. Trying to drive a wedge, I suppose, in Bloodline to help further his own gains for Saudi Arabia. Sami Zayn, in his absolute genius as he was, then diffused the situation and managed to turn it all around on Logan Paul, calling him the largest number 2 in the history of the world. I couldn't agree more, Sami. This then went on. The segment ends. That was pretty much it from then on there. Then we got straight into our first match, which was Ricochet versus Solo Sikoa. Solo remained in the ring after the Bloodline segment with Sami at ringside. Quick match, good match. Ricochet got to fly around quite a bit, hit the lion salt off the middle rope. Fantastic finish as well. He went for a shooting star press. Solo Sikoa caught him into the twisting solo, or the spinning Uranagi suplex that he does. Great finish. Short match, but a good match. Got the crowd going, did what it needed to do. Right, where do we have it then? Sorry if I'm taking notes. I've got a lot of notes, people, and I'm just making sure I get everything in. I'm trying to get done as quickly as possible. After that, we got another Bloodline segment backstage. This time, everybody was in the locker room. Sami Zayn was talking a lot, and Jey Uso went off his nut, as he usually does. Sami calls him a hothead. Roman agrees and says Jey Uso is now Sami's problem. Which I'm sure is going to be very interesting for the storyline going forwards. I absolutely adore what they're doing with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline at the moment. It's phenomenal work. It keeps me intrigued every week. And I think it's absolutely a great job that they're doing, perfectly fine. After that, we have a segment with Hit Row coming to the ring, rapping, talking about money, doing the usual stick. We then go to an advert break. When we come back from the advert break, Hit Row are making their entrance. When Hit Row hit the ring, 3 men in masks jumped them and it was an assault, absolutely assaulted them, obliterated Hit Row. Zelina Vega then returns with these masked men, comes in, takes out B-Fab, says Zelina Vega is back and I didn't come alone, hands the mic to, obviously, Legado del Fantasma. I am so happy to see these guys on the main roster. They have near enough dominated NXT since the Undisputed Era left. They have a phenomenal faction. Joaquin Wilde, Santos Escobar, and the former Raul Mendoza are all exceptional professional wrestlers. They could do nothing but add to the SmackDown roster, and I truly, truly feel like it's just going to be a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal add-on to the thing. And let's just check in the comments, guys. Hello, David. How are you? Nice to meet you. Let's see you again, not to see you. And hello, Tidy. Hello, Tyler. Right, guys, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm not going to be able to go through as many comments. As the show goes on, we will increase the time period, and I promise I will get to your comments more often in the future. I'm just really blind. After the Legado del Fantasma segment, where they introduce themselves and say SmackDown is now ours, we go to a White Rabbit video. It was very much a 1980s computer game theme vignette of the White Rabbit hopping along a computer game stream. It then comes across an X on the ground. It starts digging a hole. It seemingly digs a hole to hell. And then the White Rabbit ends up in hell. Of interest, there was a QR code shown tonight, which, according to people that I spoke to, because I haven't checked it, shows Huskus the Pig and a Let Me In voice in the background. So I think we've all nearly confirmed that the White Rabbit is actually Bray Wyatt now. Then we moved on. Unfortunately, my power went out momentarily, so I only caught the end of this match. Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi picking up a win over Sonya Deville, and I'm not sure who her partner was. Sorry about this, guys. I know it was my first show out, and technical issues are technical issues. Yeah. So Rodriguez picked up the win with the Chicago Bomb. Shotzi looked really strong in the match. It's good to see them building the women's tag team division, and it's not just going to drift away. It's nice to know that they're actually at least trying to keep some tag teams available in this division, even though you've kind of got a feel for Aaliyah. She was doing quite good work. But it's great for Shotzi, and I think she makes a better partner for Raquel in the long run. Then we have a Sheamus backstage promo. Just stood with Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland, basically doing the Brawling Brutes routine. It was really enjoyable. It's nice to see them getting the spotlight for a change, not just because I'm British and I like to see my boys on TV, but because they're really a good group. They fit really well together. They work. They've got fantastic chemistry. They're all in their own right great workers. Ridge is a little green compared to Pete and Sheamus, I know, but I'm sure he'll get there and become a phenomenal talent in the end. That was the end of the first hour. We then went to another advert break. When we came back, there was an advert and promo package, a very long promo package for Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. But I think this promo package was necessary to build the show. It's good for Extreme Rules to have all of these promo packages on the season premiere of SmackDown because it helps build the show for tomorrow, which, if you didn't see our predictions yesterday, it's turned out to be a fantastic cut. Then we have a Karrion Kross and Scarlett segment. Kross came out, did his entire entrance, his whole shtick, which was weird when he's in full clothes and a leather jacket. It doesn't quite have the same effect, especially when Scarlett is in full garb and the regalia. After he completed his entrance, he was attacked from behind by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre brought the strap in again, tried to get the strap onto Kross. Security came down, pulled Drew out of the ring, attempted to get him out of the way. Drew flattened the security guards. Absolutely waylaid a lot of them. It was blooming fantastic. Only to be then caught and brutalized by Karrion Kross and eventually left lying. Kross goes standing tall again. Drew is left lying again. Probably means Drew's winning on the pay-per-view, though I truly believe Kross needs to win this match. It's a good setup. It's a good build for this match. I'm looking forward to the strap match at Extreme Rules, and this did add to the storyline, so I can't complain. Then there was a very, very odd, which I'm assuming is a Viking Raiders promo. It was a very short video package talking about Valhalla calling and Spirits Rising, which lasted about 20 seconds, and then it just went away, which was very odd, but I suppose they're helping to rebuild the tag division, which is still in sore need of development. Then we got to, earlier on in the night, sorry I missed this, there was a backstage segment between the New Day, the Usos, and Sami Zayn, where the New Day were basically taking the piss out of Jey Uso, saying, oh, Sami's your new boss, he's your new daddy. What are you going to do now? You've got a stepdaddy for a daddy. Everybody knows Sami's your daddy. And this went on for about 3 minutes, and this has led to Sami Zayn challenging the New Day to go find a partner to take on Sami Zayn and the Usos in this six-man tag. Looks good. Bloodline who make their entrance. Always hot. Crowd pop for them as per usual. New Day make their entrance. Crowd pop for New Day as per usual. New Day's partner comes out, and it's Braun friggin' Strowman. They couldn't have really picked a better tag team partner. It's Braun. Like, if you want someone in a six-man who's going to help you absolutely dominate a match, you pick Braun Strowman. This was a good match. Had a fast start, good build, steady pacing. Kofi did some fantastic spots, beautiful dropkick spot onto Jimmy Uso at one point. He got some real height, some great dual suicide dives. Braun Strowman spent most of the match on the outside while they worked over Kofi, building to Braun's inevitable hot tag. Braun eventually gets the hot tag. Hey, Jimmy. Good to see you. Thanks for watching, buddy. Braun eventually gets the hot tag, comes in, dominates the ring, hits a huge choke slam on Jimmy Uso, throws Jey and Sami outside the ring. Jey and Sami have been arguing for the entire match. They just can't get along. Jimmy's trying to play peacemaker. It comes to the ring. Kofi makes the tag. Jimmy is down in the ring from the chokeslam. Braun goes to the outside, sees Sami and Jey by the announce table, runs around, does his low motion, heavy train thing, and Panthers them both over the announce table. The New Day hit the midnight hour, and the New Day have just pinned the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions, which I am under the assumption means we are reigniting the never forgotten and unending feud of the New Day versus the Usos. Now, as much as they always have good matches, they do. You can't really complain at the New Day versus the Usos as far as the technical match goes, but we have seen the New Day versus the Usos about 1,000 times before. I am not excited to see this feud reignite. There are plenty of other teams. Legado del Fantasma just came into the company. You had them attack Hit Row. Wouldn't it have been better for them to go after the Bloodline? So the Bloodline then had to feud with another strong faction, maybe bring that in. But I digress. Oh, then my favorite part of the night. We cut backstage very quickly, and the former Max Dupree has completely waylaid the Maximum Male models with steel chairs. He is wearing a leather jacket again. He is talking in cadence. Yeah. And we have finally got the return of L.A. Knight to SmackDown and the main roster. No longer is he Max Dupree. He's got his cool gimmick back. And next week he will be taking on Mansoor in a singles match in which I'm assuming he is going to absolutely dominate. I'm so happy to see L.A. Knight back. The former Eli Drake is one of the best talkers in the industry. He has inflections of The Rock when he speaks, and I mean that as the highest compliment possible. I'm so happy to see him back. Cannot wait to see what he does on the main roster. Going to be fantastic. Okay. Then we had a great promo package. We had half an hour left in the show. 3 breaks still, but it meant they were giving the main event a good amount of time. And I was super excited for this match. If you didn't see Gunther versus Sheamus at Clash of the Castle, you're missing possibly the WWE match of the year. It was that good. It was a hard-hitting brung. And this match, I don't know if it lived up to the hype of the previous match, but it certainly delivered. Sheamus and Gunther went at each other like hell for leather. From the Tempe to the Bowery to being booted over, they went for a walk and brawl. As soon as the match started, Sheamus hits the ring and sends the Brawling Bruce to the back. Gunther hits the ring, sends Imperium to the back. You're thinking, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be serious. They're going to take each other on. Michael Cole even made a reference to Gunther's history in Progress and PWG, which was a nice pop for the hardcore wrestling fan out there. I personally really enjoyed it. As it goes, Sheamus goes for the walk and brawl. Sheamus takes over, starts throwing Gunther all around the ring. We then go to a break. When we come back for a break, Gunther has taken over. He has Sheamus in a rear naked choke. Oh, wait, sorry. They ran the same White Rabbit promo before they went back to the match after they came back for break, because they are really driving that home. Where was I? Real back and forth, absolutely super, super heavy hitting. At one point, Sheamus hits the 10 beats of the Bowery, then climbs up top and hits an avalanche white noise, which on a guy as big as Gunther is just impressive. It doesn't matter which way you look at it. Gunther was hitting Sheamus with stiff chops, as he always does. Sheamus with stiff strikes. They had a real New Japan strong style exchange in the middle of the match, which I always thoroughly appreciate. Sheamus then started to take over, but Gunther hits him with a big boot. When he comes back in the ring, Gunther hits a massive powerbomb. Everybody thinks it's over, but Sheamus kicks out. Out of nowhere, Sheamus comes in with a big, I think it was a big discus lariat, takes out Gunther. Gunther's down, Sheamus is down. Imperium run down to the ring, start trying to hype up Gunther, trying to get him back into the match. Come on, Ring General, we need you to win. And then out of nowhere, Butch and Ridge Holland appear, start brawling with Imperium all around ringside. Sheamus is in the ring. Sheamus starts setting up for the 10 beats, for the bro kick, not the 10 beats to Bowery. I'm all over the place. Sorry, it is 3:15 in the morning where I am, so it is very late. Sheamus starts setting up for the bro kick. He doesn't realize, but at this point, Ludwig Kaiser slides a shillelagh into Gunther. Gunther catches the arm with a kick. Catches his kick with a catches Sheamus's kick with his arm, spins round with the shillelagh into a massive shillelagh assisted clothesline, big lariat, boom, Sheamus is out. 1, 2, 3. That's your SmackDown premiere, folks. The main event, if you only watch this show for one reason, it's the main event. Everything else, I'll be perfectly honest, quite missable. It was to set up stuff for Crown Jewel and for Extreme Rules, and that's what this show really had to do. It may have been the season premiere, but it was the go-home show for Extreme Rules at the end of the day. And through promo packages alone, they did enough to set up the matches for tomorrow night, which I really enjoyed. And having the show go off the air with the Brawling Brutes and Imperium go at each other is also fantastic for setting up their six-man tag tomorrow night. I can't wait to see it. Extreme Rules is going to be a fantastic show, folks. But anyway, that's the show. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what we do here at WrestleBuddy, if you appreciate the content we put out, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's a massive help. It's free, and it's the only way the YouTube algorithm really knows we exist. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been emotional. I'm so happy to be doing these reviews. I'll be back next week. I can't wait to see you all again, and I promise there will be more fan interaction in the future as soon as I get used to this. Thank you very much, everybody. See you next time. Bye.